certified water sommeliers. So thanks for having me today to do like a mini kind of water tasting exercise with everyone. It's something that I do personally as part of my role, my job. Typically, like a water tasting, I will take them through perhaps 25 to 30 different brands, of water. Whole range of mineral levels. You get to taste many different kinds of waters, and you get to understand the differences and how to utilize them differently. Yeah, of course, today we only have like 15 minutes, so we can only share a little bit, but I think the important bits to take away about water. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me along the way. Make it more casual here. So, okay, maybe it's a little bit of background. So Karine and myself, we both, in a sense, graduated from this school called Doman's Academy that is based in Germany, Munich. So I would say that they are one of the first few schools established in the world in terms of water tasting. We've got a professor there, Dr. Peter Schwartz, who's really like the leading man, for tasting the different and explaining the nuances, of the different tastes in water. So I did that in 2018. Yeah, so 7 years ago, and I've been doing it consistently, water tastings till now. Yeah. So I think let's just get on to it. So today, you can taste still and sparkling waters. I'll start off with the still waters first. Yeah. So here we have 3 different brands of still water. So we have a pH balancer, the one over here, and then we have Yale, of course, and then we have Vitel. Yeah. So one thing to understand about water fundamentally is the type of water. Like, what type of water are you drinking? Yeah. So any water that you drink can be classified into, in general, 2 different types of water. So if I were to just gently separate, these 3 brands here, I will actually classify them into 2 main categories right here. Yeah. So the first category, you have purified drinking water, and the second category, you have a natural mineral or natural spring water. Yeah. So purified water, basically, it's purified by machines. So you have many common, in a sense, cheaper brands on the supermarket. They are usually marketed as pure drinking water, or distilled water, or alkaline water, or deionized water, things like that. So in general, these group of waters, they are essentially tap water. No prizes for guessing where the purified waters that are sold in Singapore comes from. Just right next door. Yeah. So, but they're essentially tap waters that are being purified through a machine, and of course put in a bottle, transported over to Singapore, and then sold as, drinking water. Yeah. So, purified by machines. That's the first type. The second type of water is what I would consider a gift from Mother Nature. They are, I would say, you can use the word purified as well, or filtered, Yeah, but the one that is doing the filtering is Mother Nature itself. Yeah. So as in the water cycle, water falls, to the ground, right? As rain. Yeah, and it seeps through the ground. So that's where the magic happens. When it gets filtered through the ground, it picks up minerals, which are what your body needs. Calcium, magnesium, sodium, sulfates, silicates, etc., etc. I mean, in a longer water tasting, I will go through a bit more deeper about each and all of them. Yeah, but in general, these minerals, many of which are essential minerals, exactly what your body needs. So it picks up these minerals, and depending on the geology of the ground, and where you, in a sense, capture the water at which particular depth, what emerges is a very unique kind of natural spring or natural mineral water. And what I would say is that all springs that are available in the world, in a sense, they are their own unique kind of water. In a sense, like a human thumbprint. Yeah, because the geology, the trajectory that the water goes through, gets filtered through, is very unique to each particular brand, I would say. Yeah. So in a sense, you will never find another Yade water, you know. And this also applies to other natural mineral water springs like Vital, Evian, whatever it has. Yeah, they are all unique in their own right. Yeah, and they have a unique mineral profile that's unique to their brand and source. So what you are really drinking here is something really special. Yeah, it is as unique as you as a person, is in the world. Yeah, a unique creation in a sense. Yeah. So let's get on to the tasting so you can understand the fundamental differences. So perhaps the first one, which is the pH balancer or the purified water, you get to taste that first. So why I have this first? So we will bring the water out. Oh, they have it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's already happened. Sorry. Okay. So what you have now is the pH balancer. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you can have a taste first of the water. Some of you might be familiar with this taste. Yeah. So we start off with this. Also because usually when we drink mineral water or waters in a water tasting, I like to go from like a very low mineral water, to high mineral water. So you get to sort of taste the increasing intensity of the minerals in the water. Yeah. So the lowest mineral water that we have here, the lowest in terms of mineral level, would be the pH balancer right here. Yeah. So why the lowest? So this is a characteristic of purified waters. Where essentially when it undergoes through purification, everything is, or almost everything is removed, cleansed in a sense, from the water itself. In a way, you can say the nasty stuff, including the good stuff actually, taken out from the water, and sometimes they do put back certain things in the water, including minerals as well. Yeah, of course, it's artificially added into the water. Yeah. So therefore, most of the time, a characteristic of a purified water is that it is demineralized, or very low in minerals. So usually, in terms of how I will quantify them, it will be almost 0 milligrams per liter, or in ppm. That's how we quantify mineral levels, close to 0 or below 50. So what you're tasting now will be something close to 0, I would say. So one thing to note about purified waters is that when you forcefully sort of strip a water of its minerals, something happens to the water that it becomes somewhat unstable, and when you do that to a water, right, it has this tendency to want to like pull things to it, to want to dissolve things to it, yeah. Which is why, if in your own personal experience, when you purchase like purified waters in the supermarket, those in a sense very cheap ones, sometimes you will observe that they kind of like have a bit of a taste to them,